Hello, J-Dog here. You are watching The Other Side of J-Dog. This is Master Sandwich Maker right here. I'm just making grilled cheese. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to maybe probe around a little bit with maybe like the Airsoft community. This channel is brand new. I'm just gonna ask a few questions, mostly with the community itself. Like, it seems like a lot of Airsoft players are on the younger side. I mean, there's some adults that play too, but a lot of the Airsoft players are really young. But I see a lot of people, even like the older people. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. I've been watching like a lot of shit, trying to learn up on this as much as I possibly can, because I don't like being ignorant on anything. But it seems like a very large portion of the Airsoft community thinks of it as sort of like a live action Call of Duty. Why is that? I remember like when paintball was big a couple years back, and it didn't seem like it was the same. I might be wrong, but from what I've seen, it didn't seem like it was like that. So I'm just curious, why do people kind of consider it to be like a Call of Duty type of thing when it's really not? I see a lot of problems forming from this, because people who think that this is like a video game. I mean, maybe it's just my military mindset, because I mean, if somebody's shooting, you don't run out in front of them, because you get shot, and if you get shot with a real gun, you die. I mean, I understand Airsoft isn't gonna kill you, but I mean, I don't want to get shot with an Airsoft gun any more than I want to get shot with a real gun. So why do people treat it the way they do? I would imagine that it would be like some of the people that I've seen in a couple of Airsoft places. It's like they have really, really bad trigger control. They have really bad muzzle control. I've seen like people pointing guns at people with their fingers on the trigger, and it's like, as a gun guy, that drives me up a wall, because that's like the number one thing you don't do, is point it at somebody else, especially with your finger on the trigger. So it's just, I don't know, little things here and there, maybe not little to some, but I don't know, I just don't get it. And then a lot of the YouTube videos that I've been watching, trying to learn up on this stuff, especially like Airsoft games and Airsoft skirmishes, a lot of times it's like they try to make it more like Call of Duty or some other video game, where I can understand like using a little marker or something to show where you hit the person or something like that, but a lot of times I see it and like somebody gets hit with a BB, and then when they show their hit on the camera, they put like a 100 XP or something like that. It's like, dude, come on, it's not a video game. It's not. I don't know why. Like, I've never really been a gamer, so I don't understand really why people are so into video games in the first place. But it's like, why would you make it more like a video game when, I mean, you're actually shooting at people? I would expect people to have a little bit more respect for their equipment, more respect for their guns, more respect for the fact that yes, even though it's even got like a little orange tip and it's more or less a toy, you're still shooting at somebody. So, I mean, for me, I'm trying to take it for what it is. I'm going to try and use it as kind of like a more realistic training, because I'm actually shooting at moving targets that are shooting back and sentient, and I figure for me it's going to be good training, especially going with a more realistic gun than most other Airsoft guns, because I'm limited to mag capacity to like 40 or so. Operation of the gun is very realistic for mine, because it actually cycles with every shot, and you have to actually manipulate the weapon, just like you would an actual M4. But I don't know, maybe I just have the wrong mindset. If I could afford it, I'd be doing like simunition stuff, but that's way expensive, prohibitively so. And I just don't make that kind of money, but I figure dollar for dollar spent, you get a lot more training with something like the airsoft gun I'm getting versus with like actually having to buy 5.56 or even like a 22, because I mean you just can't replicate actually shooting at people. And obviously I don't want to kill anybody, but you know, I feel like it's good training to have. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying to throw like a probe out there towards the airsoft community, and maybe, like, I'm not trying to dog on anybody, I'm not. What I'm trying to do is just get somebody else's perspective. I want to see other people's mindsets and why they think the way they do, how they play their games, and why they play them that way. So if anybody could, I mean, message me, comment on the video, do a video response even, that would be awesome. That would be great. I would really appreciate that. I don't know, like I none of my channels are very big. JDog NRC is like 29 subscribers. This has 2 as of this. This is my second video going up. So I'm just trying to figure out the whole airsoft thing, the whole community. I don't want to be like that outcast guy who's like, oh, that guy's a fucking asshole. There I go, cussing. I'm surprised that I went this long without swearing. That's really surprising to me. I've been really trying, but yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the community that I've never been a part of. Like I've never been a part of the video game community or anything like that either. So I'm not a gamer. I don't understand the draw to it. I'd rather go out and do stuff. I think that's why I was drawn to airsoft initially, because I mean I see it, for me, I feel like it would be very useful training wise, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna get into like video games or anything like that either. I do recognize that there have been studies that say it helps with hand-eye coordination and things like that, but I figure so does being shot at. Like I said before, I don't want to get shot, so naturally you want to become better at maneuvering in close-up quarters and things like that so you don't get shot. Anyway, I'm just gonna cook this sandwich here and maybe try throwing a few more lines out towards some of the airsoft channels, and maybe I'll get a response, maybe not, I don't know. But like I said, some video responses would be top notch. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you have suggestions for, you know, how to be like, you know, a halfway decent airsoft player, not just, you know, the next game I play will be my second game. I'm not trying to act like I'm an expert. I've just been trying to do a lot of research on the stuff, trying to figure out what's what, and at the very least not come off as a complete idiot. That's my whole goal with that. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, getting towards the 9-minute mark on this video. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, finish making my sandwich, and start throwing lines out to some of the airsoft channels on YouTube, and just point them towards this video, and hopefully I'll get something back. 'Cause, I mean, I really want to get into this sport, but it just makes me feel weird about how people treat it as, I feel like almost more of a game than they should. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm off base on that, but that's just my thinking. If I'm thinking about it the wrong way, then please correct me. But yeah, that's all I got for now. JDog out.